Hello and welcome to the Portent Kast. My name is Lila. I'm your game master and host of Call of the Dawn, and I'm coming to you from the future to update you on episode 6 of Call of the Dawn. If you aren't caught up over on our Twitter, then you might not know that our 6th episode we recorded a few weeks back, unfortunately it was lost due to an improper setting while recording. We have the video, but all of the audio was lost, unfortunately, so instead of a normal 2-hour episode, I have condensed everything down into this video so you're all caught up for episode 7 of the show. So, without further ado, let's get into that. As our party had followed thieves from the Skeoth Conclave that had apparently stolen the gem from the Twilight Reaver into the Drift Thicket, they spent many nights trying to play catch-up. That was until the night of the double full moon, when the group had made camp. Annie tried to sneak away, but they ended up following her to see where she was going into this big blizzard that was occurring. As they reached a small clearing in the thicket, they realized why Annie was trying to get away. She was transforming into a giant werebeast that then turned and ran towards the group to attack. A battle ensued, well, really, a triple duel, or a truel. 47 and Rhea fended off Annie while Mealy was in shock on the ground, and Ferncloak, aka Trip and Fern, hid behind trees to prevent their deaths. 47 and Rhea got in quite a few good strikes in preventing Annie's claws from killing them. Rhea doing a shit ton of damage, to be honest, with Guiding Bolt. But even Annie, deep down, something was preventing her from hurting her friends too badly. After another final blow from a firebolt from Rhea, Annie ran off into the woods to hurt. As Annie Bear ran off, 47 once again ran after them, but quickly was lost in the blizzard. They searched for an hour before they came across a small hunting shack that had an elder half-orc living inside. Daylord questioned who was outside their hut before eventually offering a place for 47 to stay until morning. They introduced themselves, the group thinking I had said Gaylord instead of Daylord, while he was just confused at 47's name, stating, "That's just a number." 47 was knitting inside while they awaited Daylord's sleep to overcome them, and before 47 left the next morning after the storm had dissipated, they took a large owlbear pelt and placed 2 gold pieces on their bedside table. While 47 was away, Mealy tried going after them, but the group decided it would be better to stick together until the snowstorm had died down. And while the group made camp, awaiting the return of 2 of their party members, Trip fell asleep. And while he was asleep, he had a dream of his past life on the opposite side of the Issel Mountains. He sat upon a perch, awaiting a signal of something coming down the pass. Sat there, he looked across the path, seeing a familiar rugged face of a man. His face looked back and winked up at Trip, before tending back to awaiting the signal. Not long before a signal did burst loudly before Trip blinked, and he was transported into a dark room. This room held the same familiar face of the rugged man, though he was lying dead in front of him. Trip awoke with the deepest feeling of betrayal, whether that was from his old group or from his new group. Fern noticed his friends' worry, and they comforted each other about their dreams and snuggled close into the fire until the morning. Once dawn had reached the thicket, 47 found their way back to the group as well as Annie, though Annie did not come back the same. She was covered in animal blood and quite frightened, worried she had hurt her friends and that she wouldn't be wanted back. It didn't take long before the group agreed to have Annie back, and they were off to Waysheris, in hopes of finding the thieves who stole the gem, or whomever Rhea was looking for. They reached the city gates within half a day, cleaning Annie off and disguising Mealy before entering. They found a room at the nearest inn called the Ye Olde Screamin', where 47 had learned of fighting pits that offered gold to the winners. They had to wait till dusk, so the group drank and then set off into the city to celebrate the Draws and Plume Festival. That's where we left off last week in episode 6, and we pick up tomorrow, Saturday, at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So thank you all for understanding. We are still new at all of this, and we're still learning and making sure that we're doing tests before each session. But thank you all for joining us for this journey, and we really appreciate anyone who views these silly little games that we play. But thank you all for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow. And may the dice guide you to beautiful friendships.